Oh yeah.
Stuff is getting real. The Russians have switched to bear divisions with little bear pants on
Just
them.
conscripting them straight from Siberia.
Yes. Which are
lots of infantry.
not very well equipped. I mean, they got enough rifles.
They're equipped. It's just throwing bodies in the.
Yeah.
Plug the hole. Hold the line.
So I'm gonna watching this from the
I'll
Soviet
keep an eye on
side
the
because
south.
they're essentially the defending in depth here.
There are Soviet troops in Odessa for some reason, like ahead of their own defensive line.
Huh.
Tanks
So
as well.
I wonder if this is intentional to get the tanks to overextend so you can cut them off.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I mean, he has some of his own armor.
India's joined the Soviet
Go
Union's
India.
faction. They've joined the wildcards.
Yeah, it's even their ideology. Oh, they're neutrals.
Come on,
Oh, sorry,
Sonny,
that's
in the wildcards.
yeah.
Nice.
Yes. All right. So let's see what's going on here. So
They haven't yet contacted their
the
line
German
fully.
panzers are pushing.
This is more or less the Stalin line, except they don't own Latvia, so they can't
Yeah.
get to Riga.
This is going to be pretty tough for the Soviets.
Yeah.
At least they got the computing machine now.
That organisation is just really hurting. Hopefully that will go away.
Yeah.
India's trying to join the war with the Soviets.
I don't really see much of an opportunity here without fast mobile divisions to do anything about the German panzers.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt the Soviets have got many anti-tank guns either, because of course the AI wouldn't have made them.
Sure. And there's not really much time to switch that around. In fact, what are they building? There's
Lots of guns, lots of anti-air.
a lot of anti-air actually.
Yeah, they're really sort of
But
trying to.
maybe that isn't like. Could that be enough to combat the light tanks? I don't think so. Though. Like he's got like level 2 light tanks.
Because they give some piercing, don't they?
Yeah,
The anti-air does.
it's like sheepman's piercing, but he's got like the level 2s, but it's self-propelled, so maybe.
Have a look at the division's piercing versus the German tanks.
Yeah, I was going to see if I actually saw a combat here. We could have a look, but
or just check their template, I guess.
yeah, that's true. So he's got
in the main it's just infantry.
These ones. No,
So
that doesn't have a.
Has he put the anti-air in any divisions?
Maybe he hasn't yet.
He might not have enough in. He might not actually have enough.
Here we go. Here's what he's building now. So it's got a piercing of 13.
Okay.
And if we go check out Germany, they're very slimmed down.
Armor of 6, so they can pierce the tank divisions. Okay.
Yeah, because these are pretty weak armor-wise. So that's actually quite good. That's way more economical. But you still have to hold though.
Yeah.
And
so if the other nations had just had a little bit of anti-tank, just support companies in their divisions, they could have pierced the German tanks, and it would have been prevented.
I mean, this is going to be tough. So how much is he keeping back here? He's keeping fairly heavily defense. Like he's basically got like Poland
but those
acting as guard everywhere.
Big. There might be lots of these 1 and 5 battalion divisions.
Someone's going to have to investigate. So
this is 6 times 30. So those are 5 battalion divisions.
Yeah, he probably fixed the small
Iran's
ones.
joined the war.
Yeah.
He'll be shipping what troops he can north to help out.
So I wonder so he only's got 31 days of fuel left now, and it's quickly ticking down.
The Allies really need to be attacking Turkey.
Yeah, Germany has it's not looking too good. I mean, they have plenty of light tanks, but a 35k in the red on infantry equipment. But they are training a lot of it.
A lot of divisions there.
Yeah, as well.
Yeah, I do think if I'm Iran or if I'm some of these guys, attack Turkey, because that's a point for the Germans.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, I don't think this is going to stop before Moscow.
They've really smashed through now, haven't they?
Yeah, they have nothing with the speed to come in and cut this off.
Yeah, no armoured forces of their own to react.
Yeah, and I don't know what this guy's up to.
He's just streaking, I guess, for Murmansk.
Yeah, he's going to do like a big encirclement or something. I don't know.
They're just having a.
He's been encircled himself. Yeah. Run, little tank. But yeah, this is pretty brutal here. There's another big encirclement happening here. Ouchie. Ooh. I think he's managed to stop it. That's one. That's a lot. A lot of divisions
in there, getting cut off.
Is he going to be able to hold? That's one of those nasty tank divisions right there.
Perhaps we should have given the wildcards a bit more time. Ooh,
oh no,
that's unfortunate. Oh, we're ready to go. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. And actually, it looks like Japan's winning at the moment over here. So
we're pushing forward a little bit.
So that would be another point lost for the Central Powers.
Well, yeah, as it stands, that point's going to Britain, and then the wildcards will get a point as well because Germany didn't win that point.
Yeah.
So even though Germany has dominated, like, he's still got a bit of an uphill battle.
Still hasn't closed this encirclement, but it's very close now.
Just those last guys holding out, and they're retreating.
No, there we go.
They're going to close it, and that's going to be what, 2 dozen
watch
divisions
the moment
at least.
Of closure here.
30 Russian divisions inside that pocket.
Ouch!
As it gets closed.
Yeah, it's very hard when you slow, right?
For those troops.
Yeah. Redeploy out of there, guys. You can do it. Just run away. Run away.
It's not over yet. Move. They aren't moving.
Yeah, he's actually changed his attack direction. So, like, in theory, he could try and bail in a controlled manner. But it's that's the thing, right? If you're playing the Soviets alone, there's a lot of.
Well, they are at least static, and there's no by Moscow. There's no German troops actually pushing forwards anymore. They've fallen back a little bit.
Yeah.
They got encircled. So actually, it's not going.
Where are they actually?
Well
are they trying to?
Well, they're trying to reach that tank that's got cut off in the north.
Yeah. Well, it's actually stopped by Soviet tanks.
Yeah. So
let's see how kind of divisions there.
If they've got more actual. Oh, we're paused, aren't we? Sorry.
Yeah. So light tank world.
Yeah. So more light tanks. So they must be piercing those German SPA divisions.
Yeah.
With their greater number of tanks.
They probably are, yes.
We're getting a player lagging behind, unfortunately.
They're actually they're piercing each other actually. So
he might have just crashed because every hour it ticks by, sitting 1 hour behind. I think it's it was Yugoslavia player.
No, he's the Soviet player now.
Oh, okay, that's is he the Soviet co-op?
Yeah.
Because it's your boy Bobby who's lagging or was lagging. It's paused now. Let's try and tick forwards. If he might lag again. We're nearly done for today though, so we can sort this out.
Yeah.
After today's session.
Yeah, I don't see a lag sign anymore,
3.
so I guess
it seems we're all right.
Maybe not speed 3 on this front though.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll be nice to them. We'll put it on speed 2 for now.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get to Leningrad.
Unfortunately, his tanks are encircled now here. You might be able to break out, maybe go back, but it's hard to manage this kind of front line alone. At full speed like this. The
Germans, it seems like,
I did think they were going to co-op though, weren't they?
Oh, I think there was going to be a co-op in Soviet Union. Yeah.
This is some nasty pocketing, or beautiful.
Chad has joined the British Empire. That's Belgium's colony, isn't it? Yeah.
I was going to go like, who's Chad? But yes.
There's a French. Oh, France has released them, isn't he?
Yeah.
Feedback. Oh, Feedback's playing as Chad now. he's fed up with Maurice Thorez. He's gonna go and be Chad instead.
Feedback. Bit of a Chad.
Oh, that's why Chat's been saying Chad feedback. I thought they were just complimenting him, but no, it's because he literally is Chad.
Yes. Chad is there to revenge Romania.
Yeah,
they have the same flag.
With his zero factories, 0 troops, 0 planes, and a very small manpower.
Oh dear, it's not very far from Moscow now.
They're not sort of pushing in there though, are they?
No, I mean I think they really want to close these pockets first because I mean they're not going to surrender when Moscow falls either, right? It's just, the Soviets are only 30% to capitulation.
Stalingrad for certain.
Yeah.
Chad is now getting lend-lease from the United States.
I wonder how much. So he's sending
lots to the Soviets.
Sending a little bit. Actually, don't know how bad his situation is. It's horrifically bad. It's the answer to that question. So yeah, he can use those rifles. But yeah.
I mean, but Chad can't even attack Libya because that's unpassable terrain. the northern half of his country.
So I see some U.S. troops here, I guess, are getting ready to ship over to Europe.
Yeah, well, they got to get there quickly.
I don't know, guys. Maybe you should have stayed out of Europe. It's not going to end well. And I mean, they're not really ramped up yet, right? Now, I mean, they almost double the amount of military factories now, but
I do think I've been converting like at pace because civvies are not going to help save Russia.
Yeah, they're not converting really now.
There we go. How's a hot join? I guess your boy Bobby did lag out.
You're completely right, chat, and both of you mentioned it. The wildcards absolutely needed time to prepare. So what we will do is next session, we will roll back to the save just after we created the wildcards.
Okay. Give them another chance
and give them another chance.
But we'll protect them.
So we'll give them a grace period. Could be 6 months and a bit, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then after that, we can go back into it with as we were before, with the wildcards just trying to prevent Germany getting as many of their goals as possible.
Okay.
That should work. But for now, we can watch the glorious madness unfold for about another 10 minutes once we've got this hot join going on. So enjoy that.
Okay.
All right. I still feel like the mistake here was not having Greece help the wildcards.
Without Greece on the side of the wildcards,
their leadership was what was needed.
What hope did they have of achieving victory? So, yeah, next time they'll get a second bite of the cherry, the wildcards, to do their best to hold back. Hold back the German tide.
It's not safe scamming if it's multiplayer, right? Fourth International.
Moscow's fallen.
Yeah, I mean, that's not even nearly enough, though. The question is, like, is Germany managing to keep up with its losses here? It looks like it, yeah. They're expanding the forces now.
What are we looking at with casualties at the moment on both sides?
380k on the German side and 1.4 million on
898, 900, the Soviet count's going up faster than I can speak.
Yeah.
902,000 dead for 150,000 Germans.
Yeah. I mean, it's encirclement, so perhaps
captured.
Well. But yes.
Oh yes, casualties, isn't it? So it's captured, wounded.
Yeah, it's going up pretty fast. Yeah. This is. I mean, if you actually compare the fielded manpower, though, it's Germany's got a big force. So.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting with a bit more preparation time for the wildcards.
Yeah, I think they need a couple of months there
tomorrow night.
Because US can ramp up pretty fast, but not this fast. And with the purge, you know.
I do think if I'm US, I'm going straight on conversions, rank up the military factory count, and then just put everything that you can across the channel to hold. I mean, what I would probably do actually, like, you want to keep the Soviets in it, but like attack Turkey, like get them. They border like loads of different places, like Denmark and Normandy, and they can come up through Africa, through the Med, and attack Turkey. Just put them under pressure from everywhere.
You need the preparation, though, right? I mean, Sweden's trying, but can only really hit in one place.
Because the one key advantage they've got is there's way more players on the wildcard team. Yeah. So if they can pull the Germans around in all different directions, they can't be everywhere at once to focus on all the
I feel like they've tried to get around that, though, by delegating. So Poland's actually like the main police force, if you look around, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So Poland's actually tasked with the defense of pretty much all of the coastlines. And that's sort of their job. So I think that way it's easier to not let something slip.
What you might want to do actually is tempt the German tanks deep into Russia and then invade France. Because it's such a long way away, even strategically deploying, it'll take them a long time to get back.
And I mean, to be fair, like, that's the
garrisons aren't strong
right?
in France. They can get in there and secure France.
So how is their regular infantry is, you know, it's just there to hold ground. And has a little bit of anti-air, but.
Those Polish garrison divisions on the French coast are pretty much 5 battalions or 1 battalion sometimes.
Yeah, so let's have a look at that.
If the US can get over to Britain in sufficient numbers, they can launch a naval invasion whilst they're deep into Russia.
Yeah, so they got is this the placeholder army, which is
just 1 battalion.
Yeah, but there's only one of these deployed actually.
Is it just the one in the port?
Yeah, there's like no way to go from it. I don't know if what happens if I change this. I don't know if I know if I can't.
No, you can't change it yourself. No.
That would have been nice though.
2 weeks. It's the new meta.
None of these are pretty strong. They're just they're They're just there to hold land
so
and
they can
make it tough
they can
with
hit
Daniel.
them hard in the west, in Turkey, split their tanks up, blunt the advance into Russia. They're trying to get across now. There's Swedish divisions.
Yeah. Let me just pan back over and see how it goes. Oh, the tendrils. The tendrils are reaching into the motherland.
Yeah, it's what we would call border gore, I think.
Oh, it's yeah.
Fluid border gore.
That's yeah. They're just rushing forward. There's like
VP Russian.
There's no defending at all now.
Just gone for a leisurely drive through the Russian countryside in September.
Yep. Oh well. I mean, we did try, but yeah, we should have given them a little bit more prep time.
Yeah, I think so. Thrown in at the deep end, a bit of a baptism of fire there. Oh, there's a British invasion in Germany.
Oh yeah, look at that. Now
there's no port. They got to get a port.
Yeah, I think they were trying to coordinate together with the Swedes, but it didn't really go.
If they advance one province north to Denmark, they'll have a connection through to there. It's just that Copenhagen, but Odense is a port, so they will have some supply. I don't know if
Daniel's
so they should have supply now. The British.
Maybe.
The supply map
is there a port? There's a port.
There's a port
here.
in Odense. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, actually, sorry, I'm on the German map mode. Hold on. So.
Not quite. They're not getting the supplies through. I guess the Germans have got superiority, perhaps in.
Yeah, the straits are closed
yes,
up here.
they own the Danish belts.
So
absolutely.
That's why.
Yeah, so that port doesn't work.
That's why I was trying to push up here.
Yeah, they need to get either Wilhelmshaven or the ports, or Hamburg is closer.
Yeah, which is it undefended? No, it's just under fog of war.
It is undefended. The Germans haven't got anyone in Hamburg. There's one division moving to it, but they can push south right now. The British.
Yeah. Run.
No, they're trying to get to the coast. I don't know why. Oh, there's another invasion coming in.
Yeah. From
the Baltic.
So I mean, they seem to be losing it actually.
Yeah. Not ideal for them, but if they can do this with no preparation time, I think next time we'll see a really good, balanced game essentially between these two.
There is a lot
factions.
because I mean, while it looks like there's a lot of divisions here, they don't have a lot of teeth, right?
Yeah, bit papery, paper tigers.
Let's give a look at how's Italy looking.
Not doing too much at the moment.
They don't have that all that much actually.
I think they're just sort of and they're AI now, aren't they? Italy, of course. So they're just mindlessly helping out their German overlords.
Yeah. So if we can go to player map mode and have a look. So here we got the faction, right? So it's Prussian Prince and Traxium is there in here.
So that is a very gross sight now in Russia.
You don't want to look. Tendrils are reaching.
Yeah. Ever further into Russian territory.
Yeah. I guess this is a good opportunity to test what happens. I wonder if the Americans are trying something at least.
I think their main thing is they're just trying to give equipment to all their allies to do most of the fighting.
Yeah.
I'd like to see tomorrow if they'll try to get maybe like a handful of really good marine divisions that can just smash through the Atlantic Wall.
Big though, so.
Well, they haven't had the time, I guess, to build up those stockpiles.
No.
Okay. I think we're more or less coming to time now for today's session.
Chat feedback down here, though.
Yes. He couldn't stay as the French come. He had to come.
I feel like, I mean.
Okay, well, let's pause it up for today here.
Yeah.
And we'll
give them another chance next time.
They'll get a second bite of the cherry with a bit more preparation time for our brave wildcards and Northern Lights.
Yeah.
So let's talk to each of our factions before we wrap up. Start with the wildcards.
I'm gonna go take the Portuguese.
Hello there.
Oh, hello. Hello.
So not a brilliant first attempt. Granted, we probably didn't give you enough time to prepare before the Germans descended upon your lands.
Well, I mean, I still have the organization debuff, so either way.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow we're gonna replay and we'll give you a bit more time to sort those kind of things out before we allow them to attack.
Tomorrow maybe we could all actually leave Russia as an AI, so it gets all the time until it wants to attack, and then we all play in the America.
Okay, well we can chat about that and ahead of tomorrow's stream. Anything interesting you want to note from the little battles you've had here? Any strategies that you think might work? I see you sort of trying to coordinate in Denmark with British and Swedish invasions.
I'm just sending all the stuff that America produces to the others.
Yeah. We thought you might be doing that. Just, I'm curious though. You haven't been converting your civvies to militaries, which I thought you might have done.
I haven't had time.
Yeah, it's probably a good move though. You have a lot of civilian.
A bit frantic.
Actually, I rarely do that. I usually do the civilians into just military, just build more military.
Right. Okay, well,
yeah, I guess you'll have more time next time to actually prep for that. Oh, you guys haven't heard what the idea is for next time?
No, we haven't.
Oh,
we're basically.
Well, we thought you knew what would have been decided. So basically, the next time we're going to roll back to the save when we rehosted the game with the new faction, and then we're going to give you a grace period, I think, of maybe 6 months, maybe a year. We haven't sort of decided exactly to prepare, and then we'll allow Germany to attack you, so they can't steamroll you as quickly as they did this time.
We might give Germany some of the puppets, maybe, so they don't have to mess with the AIs. We'll see.
We'll chat about it, and then we'll have a sort of coherent plan when we come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Okay, well, commiserations on sort of getting defeated down. It's not really your fault with the Soviets. You did really well, actually. You were holding on.
I mean, the Soviets haven't fallen yet, technically, right?
You were sort of cutting off some of their tank divisions, I thought. So, good work on that front.
Yeah, point totals. What we got, so we can go.
If we go through provisionally, we can go through each nation's objectives and say whether or not they've got the points. So the French and Iberian is not a real thing anymore, neither is the Mediterranean. So the only factions that matter are the Northern Lights. So they need to take Coimbra and Bremen, which they don't hold either at the moment.
No.
They have the largest navy, which they probably do. We'd have to add up all the navies of each nation.
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit.
I would imagine the British do have the edge in that front because they haven't committed their navy to a serious engagement yet.
I haven't seen Germany build much.
And to have no winner.
France did have a significant. The French puppet had a significant one, but I don't know if they count.
Yeah, they won't count. The French puppet won't count for the Germans.
No.
That would be unfair. And to have no winner in the AI war, which they are getting at the moment. So at the moment, Britain's provisionally got 1 point. The Germans, the Central Powers, so taking Lulea in northern Sweden, which they haven't done yet, and Besancon in France, which they have, or rather their puppet holds it, but I think we'll count that as the Germans holding it. So they've got 1 point there, and then Turkey must not capitulate, which currently has not happened, so that's another point for the Germans there. And China,
I keep waiting for someone to just grab a quick capitulation
I do
for the
think
point,
they should be going in on that one, get that point secure for the coalition. And to have China win the AI war, which isn't happening at the moment.
China is slowly losing.
They're doing pretty well,
now.
actually. Yeah, they haven't. They've got not a massive space to go to get to the Korean Peninsula and knock them off the mainland. So not too bad on that one, but they aren't getting that point currently. And then our third faction, which is the wildcard faction, which we won't have a graphic for because we only just created them. They get a point for every point they deny the Germans. So, for example, if they can attack Turkey and take Turkey, that will mean that they'll get a point, and Germany will not be able to get a point. So it's a 2-point swing essentially.
And make sure China doesn't win. And hold Luleå, which, to be fair, it's going to be pretty hard because holding the strait here in Sweden, is, it's quite easy, right? So they're probably going to have to go up through Finland, don't you think?
Yeah, I imagine to try and get round from the Soviet Union and get round the back and that way because their naval invasions are so hard to land.
Yep. And I mean, they're not going to be able to contest the fleets in the Baltic.
Yeah,
either.
Britain's fleet would be too strong.
Yeah,
I imagine. But yeah, the wildcards will be here to just cause mayhem for the Germans as much as possible. So we chat to the German faction. See how they've been getting on.
Hello.
Okay, hi.
Hello.
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 Well, your invasion of Russia was successful this time. Well, mostly successful.
I think we would have gotten it by Christmas. So I think we should get the point.
I mean, maybe.
Are you guys aware of the of how we're going to run the next session?
No, if you can explain, please.
Not sure.
So what we're going to do is, because you sort of steamrolled them quite quickly and they didn't have any time to prepare, we're going to roll back to the save we made when we made the new faction, and then give them about 6 months or so to prepare for the inevitable invasion. Just to make it a bit more of a contest, so they've got time to sort out amongst all their different nations what they're doing.
Yay, we get a chance to capitulate Soviet the second time.
Yeah, I mean, if you win this last time as well, we'll be incredibly impressed.
Yeah, well, you didn't quite capitulate them yet, but we ran out of time a little bit. But yes, you will get a second bite at the Soviet cherry.
Yes.
Well,
and points-wise, right? You guys still have your points, but the wild cards are going to be getting points for everything they deny from you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So every time, every objective that you don't achieve, they will get a point for. It's how they're being scored.
Yeah. So make sure you don't lose Turkey, for example.
Yeah. Okay. Can we get a guarantee on Turkey, because we cannot?
We can't. We can't do anything.
No, we cannot.
Yeah, they won't be able to attack Turkey in the 6 months yet.
Yeah.
You can't guarantee them in game. You mean?
No, we can't.
They are not
we can't
fascist.
because they aren't fascist.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
You'll have to wait, I guess, till someone goes for them. No.
No,
I mean, if they attack Turkey, Turkey will very likely join the Central Powers faction.
Yeah, it's true.
Because they're being attacked by their opponents.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to keep some troops close by then.
Yeah, because they could romp through there very quickly.
Yeah.
I heard that like when we roll back though, we are gonna get the puppets as our own territory.
Yeah, I'm not exactly how sure that's going to work. We'll decide that in between sessions and have it sort of sorted for tomorrow.
Yeah. Except maybe Greece.
Greece must always be independent.
Yes.
All right. Well, good luck tomorrow.
Yeah.
As we sort of
Thank you.
come at this again.
Fun.
All right.
All right. Brilliant. Okay, and that just leaves the Northern Lights to talk to.
Back right there. Hold
Hello.
those 2 provinces. Hey.
Hello.
Yes.
How's it going?
Well, that went exactly as planned.
I enjoyed your naval invasion into Germany. Your 10 divisions going to one province each.
Yeah, that failed.
So,
but you do realise that on one of those provinces they've got a division that has 1 battalion in it.
Yeah.
Like, the issue is that, yeah, it would fall very quickly. But I don't have any damage.
No.
Yeah.
It's too early. It's too early.
It's too early.
do you guys know how we're going to run the next session tomorrow?
No.
We're going to roll back the save to the one we made when we made this extra faction, and give a 6 months period or so to allow you to prepare a bit more against the German faction. So you'll get a second go. Oh, sorry. Yeah. To clarify, it's a 6 month period before they can attack the wild cards. So obviously you're already at war with them. So like, you can do whatever and they can do whatever to you, but they can't attack the wild cards for 6 months.
You do know that they're just gonna invade Denmark and push through in my nation.
No, they won't.
Well, I'm sure Gondor can hold the strait.
You got to stop them. You got to hold that strait in Sweden.
They've tried before. We can hold the strait. It's fine.
Dan, did you just say that just because of my speeches?
I did say that because of your speeches about Gondor.
Oh my god. That was not supposed to go out to everyone, just like
we were. I'm pretty sure we were live streaming that speech.
Oh no!
Yeah, we were reading it out.
I'm just leaving now and just never streaming or doing anything again.
I'm proud of you, Dan.
Yes, that was a very nice speech. I was all aroused.
I'm gonna make a better one for next time. I'm gonna prepare and make a better speech.
I want the greatest speech ever written.
Yeah,
I will. Like I have made hit songs during work time.
Well, I
doubt this, but all right.
Well, good luck tomorrow.
And remember, you guys keep the high ground.
Yes, keep the high ground.
Yeah.
Always be on the high ground. It's very important. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for the 3rd and final session of the 3-day war. As we, I hope we get a good contest between the two different sides now. But until then, thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you
tomorrow for more carnage.